This is sad. This is I just saw this. I was about to go live with a review for Men, and then I saw this story, and it was it was one of those. It was just have to talk about it. So Ray Liotta's passed away. That is really sad. Here, wait. Let me pull up the chat here. Make sure. Hey to Hobbit. I've been away for a good bit. Things have been crazy as shit with work. Got a few new editing clients, so it had to be like that frenetic start where you're just kind of building out how things are going to work out. So it's been busy for a while. Going to start putting more content out on here though. But yeah, right after this, I'm going to do a review of Alex Garland's new movie Men. But this is just really sad hearing Ray Liotta has passed away, 67 years old. Not that old. I mean, he was even going in like a health direction, it seemed. He was like saying like he doesn't smoke anymore. He was doing all these. He was kind of getting to that old person entertainment celebrity type of ad where he's like doing a whole bunch of health ads or things like that. Um, but yeah, getting into, I'll read this article here from Deadline. It says a shocker. Ray Liotta, the terrific actor whose career breakout came in the 1990 Scorsese crime classic Goodfellas after co-starring in Field of Dreams, has died at 67. Deadline hears he died in his sleep in the Dominican Republic, where he was shooting the film Dangerous Waters. We have more details when they become available. He leaves behind a daughter. He was engaged to be married. Let's see. He was on a big resurgence. Recently turned in a performance in Many Saints of Newark. Marriage Story. He was fantastic in Marriage Story. Many Saints of Newark, I was not a big fan of that movie, but he did a good job. He was the creepy, patriarchal, just kind of weirdo of the family. Really good role there. He was also in No Sudden Move, which was a surprise return to form for Soderbergh. He gave a good by the numbers performance in that. He finished the Elizabeth Banks directed Cocaine Bear and was due to star in the working title film The Substance opposite Demi Moore and Margaret Qualley. Let's see if there's anything else interesting in this article. If not, then, well, really, I think the weird thing about Ray Liotta was that he did not have a lot of he didn't have a lot of roles that he was very known for. He was just known for Goodfellas. Like even in most articles, you're seeing people say star of Goodfellas and Field of Dreams. But the truth of the matter is, if he was not in Goodfellas, we would not see a lot of news stories about Ray Liotta. We wouldn't hear people saying Field of Dreams actor. That's what he was known for. He was known as Henry Hill out of Goodfellas, and he's a great actor. Anytime he comes up in something, he's always kind of doing a version of that type of thing in Goodfellas. But I don't think that he's always playing the Goodfellas character. I think that he just has something that fits so well for what Martin Scorsese was looking for, and no one else really came along and was able to, I guess, latch onto it in a way that was engaging, with that made a story for him. I don't know if he was going through personal troubles. I don't know if it was one of those things or if it was just that the industry never really caught up with him. But I'm looking here in terms of his filmography. He was not short of work. He leaves behind 126 acting credits. The ones on IMDb it says he's most known for are obviously top of the list Goodfellas. Then after that, Narc from 2002, which I had not heard of. Revolver from 2005, which is the Guy Ritchie movie, which gets so much hate. If any of you, by the way, want a very fun listen, look up Mark Kermode's review of Revolver. Hilarious review, really funny review. If you have not watched Mark Kermode, you should watch him. He's probably one of the best critics that you're going to find that's working right now. But his review of Revolver is great. And he goes in on Ray Liotta. I saw Ray Liotta. Yeah, I saw Revolver, sorry, when I was pretty young. I haven't revisited it. I don't want to revisit it. It was a good bit of energy. I remember the movie having, thought it was cool. And then he was in Something Wild, which I also have not seen, but I know gets a lot of good ratings, the Jonathan Demme movie. But just scrolling through the other things that he's done, because that's insane, leaving behind over 100 credits to your name as an actor. Let's see. He was in, I'm reading through, so Field of Dreams. It seems like he had done about 8 or 9 projects before he was in Field of Dreams in 1989. And the role immediately after that is Goodfellas. Just to be on Goodfellas for a second, that is, I wonder what everyone's kind of relationship is with that movie, because that is take the movies from 1990 to now, like the top, just do the top 10 movies. I feel like you're definitely going to have to list things like the whole Lord of the Rings stuff in there. That was such a pivotal, monumental time for movies for those to be released. But I think in those top 10 as well, you're going to have to put Goodfellas. You can't not. It's been one of the largest influential movies whenever it comes to how movies are made today, how stories are told, the way of just a lot of frenetic energy going into how a story is told, and I think a lot of that came from Ray Liotta's performance, that kind of nervous, scared, anxious performance that he gives. Real, like really fantastic stuff. But that I saw Goodfellas when I was like just under 10 years old, and it just stuck with me. It's like one of the greatest movies of all time. Like at the age of 12, if you had asked me like what is your favorite movie, I would have said that it is Goodfellas. Just a second. Um, but it's sad. It's very sad to see him go. Beyond that, he was in Frasier. He was in Copland, which is a good movie, very good movie. Although I've got to say, I don't quite remember his performance in it. I do remember, I remember Sylvester Stallone much more, and he was good in that. He's good in Blow. He is very good in Identity. That's one that I feel is kind of making a little bit of a comeback. It's a pretty solid horror movie, very interesting twist. I don't remember if the twist really works. That was another one that I saw when I was pretty young, so I don't know if it works. But it is a fun movie for sure. Revolver, he was in. Then let's see what else. Smoking Aces, he was fun in that. Like he's always got that B movie. He shows up in B movie, kind of making fun of his character in Goodfellas. Let's see what else he's got here. He is in The League. I didn't know he was in The League. He's in Wanderlust. And yeah, it's going through his career near the end. It really doesn't have a lot of stuff that is all that interesting, all that stuff that sticks out. And I mean, he clearly was able to continue working, which is good. So he probably did not have. It's nice that he didn't have a riches to rags story after Goodfellas, but it's sad. It's sad to see him go. There's not much else to say about it, but it's unfortunate. And yeah, so leave your thoughts and comments below, and let me know what your favorite Ray Liotta performance is. All right, guys. Well, talk to you later.